Hello everyone, welcome to another video on SPSS. In this video, we will learn how to create variables and change its properties in SPSS. As introduced to you in the previous video, SPSS has two views, data view and variable view. What you see on the screen right now is the data view. So if I start typing numbers, you can see that the variable changed its color from gray to black and is automatically named. So if I enter numbers in other columns as well, you notice that the variable names are just changed VAR 000056, and this is how it automatically names the variables. This can get quite tedious if we have a large data set with multiple variables, right? So we can change the name of variables and its properties under variable view. So when you go in the bottom, right beside data view, you see variable view here. This is how the screen looks in variable view. We have in the rows our variables, and in the columns, we have the properties of these variables. We will go through each property one by one. When we have to name a variable in SPSS, there's some things you need to remember. The name of SPSS variable in SPSS cannot have spaces. We cannot use special characters, and it cannot begin with a number. So if we have to use spaces, we usually use underscore or camel case. Let me show you. So let's say our first variable is student ID. So you can set the name of your variable in such manner. Or you can use camel case. So camel case means the first letter of your word is capital and everything else is in lowercase. So if I have to use camel case, this way. Okay, but I will, let's go back to the underscore because it's easier to identify student ID. Let's say our next variable is gender. And let's add another variable of height. Okay, now you see when I added a new variable, I did not have to first switch to data view and start typing the numbers first. You can just go to variable view, give it a name, and the properties will be automatically set to default. Next is type. So we have different variable types depending upon what your data is. So you have numeric. If you are recording dates, you can select date or currency or string. So it means if the data has letters or words in it, so you can choose string variable, but considering we usually use data analysis, for data analysis, we use numeric, so we'll set to numeric. Next is width, how wide or narrow the string variable entries can be. Decimals, how many decimal points you want to be shown in your data set, so you can increase it or decrease depending upon your requirement. Under labels, you can give detailed information of your variables. Let's say we're running a study of McMaster students' height. So we want to know what's the difference between male and female heights, average male and female heights of McMaster students. So we can give an explanation of that. Our student ID is student ID of McMaster students. Height in centimeters. So in this way, you can give more explanation of your variables under label. Next is values. So if our variable has categories, let's say gender, we have male and female. And when we recorded the data, we're assigning 1 or 2 to either male or female. So eventually you might get confused on what was male and what number was assigned to male and what number was assigned to female. So to avoid that confusion, we can just specify in values what we have assigned to either one of those. So click on values and you see 3 dots here. Click on that. You'll see this window. Click on the plus sign to add the values. You see here, under value, I will give 1 and assign the label male. Now add another one, 2, to assign for female. And say OK. It is important to mention here that 1 and 2 does not mean any ranking or order or quantity. You can use any number as value. You can use 100, you can use 20, you can use 2, 3, 5, whichever number you want, you can assign that. Next is missing. So this is required or is used more when you are more adept with SPSS. So we'll move on to columns. Of course, it's the size of the column. So let's say I want to increase the size to 15. Go to data view and you'll see that the column gender has increased in size. Next is align. So do you want your data to be left aligned, right aligned, or center aligned? This is measure. So in statistics, we have a measure of scale. We have nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. Under SPSS, we usually have just 3: nominal, ordinal, and scale variables. Nominal is the categorical variables where there is no numeric value or no order specified. Ordinal are the ones with orders, categorical variables with orders, and the others which are quantitative are under scale variables. So here, student ID is a nominal variable. Gender, again, nominal variable. In height, because we can measure height, it's a scale variable. So in this manner, you can add new variables, specify their properties for your data set, because when you're running analysis, every variable or every test requires a certain specified properties. So you can set that under this. If you want to delete a variable from your data set, just select the whole row, go to edit, and select clear. Well, I hope this video helped you understand how to define variables for your analysis. Thank you so much for watching.